Yo, I'm your favorite host. This is The Bench. I'm Karlan. Don't worry about her. I'm joking. Who are you?
I'm Norika. Welcome to The Bench. Well, how you doing, fam?
Alright.
Well done. Congratulations.
Oh, yes, no, you see me. I'm tired. I got bags on my eyes.
You haven't slept in like years.
I haven't slept in years, but I think hopefully, cross my fingers, life of academia is over for now. Getting into the big world where the big boys play.
2-time degree holder.
Right? Hopefully, cross my fingers. That's not,
That's exciting.
Yeah, but other than that, I think it's sad. Sad episode.
There's a lot of no positives, guys. Before we get into the sadness.
Okay.
Allegedly. 1/3 of the adult population is vaxxed.
How is it allegedly?
Double
Those are the
vaxxed.
stats that we're getting presented.
Yeah, but with the
Digital
vibes.
We don't know how accurate these stats being presented are. Right? Is that what you're saying? But it's fine. I mean, 1 in 3. What's that? That's 1, 2, 3.
You are vaxxed.
One of us.
One of us.
Well,
we are both vaxxed.
Oh yeah.
So
I guess we're all vaxxed. If you're vaxxed, if you're not vaxxed, why are you
then
not
how
vaxxed?
does this? Okay.
Right.
No.
Because you should be vaxxed.
Numbers, stats.
Yeah.
No. But I think it's good news because we're going into December. December has officially started. Pre-December. Is that a thing?
Pre-December is a thing. How?
We are within pre-December.
You gotta prepare the body for you gotta prepare your system. You gotta prime it. You gotta get ready for the
food.
Food. Just a little bit of throat lotion. Get used to it. Make sure the body is acclimatized for what's gonna happen during the December period.
Pre-December has started.
It has. I think it's officially now. Like everybody's winding down from work.
I'm pretty sure pre-December starts in October, but you know what? Apparently not. Apparently I'm the only one who considers December starting in October.
I swear it started on that 1st of November. That 1st November weekend? Where it was that long weekend, we voted and stuff.
Yes.
From the 1st of November, that's when everybody
voting day.
Yeah.
Everyone is
that Halloween voting period over there, that was pre-December.
Guys, end of year fatigue is a lot. Like you wake up, you're like, damn, I gotta work today. It's another work day.
Insane.
Should we not be out in the sun? Living a life.
I mean, we are out in the sun living a life.
Yeah, no, we are. But I meant and then you wake up
like
and now
living the life.
Now it's Monday and now you're just like, damn, how am I going to support living the life if I'm not out here crunching the numbers at the same time?
Gotta have that bank balance.
Balance. But this past week, a lot and nothing has happened at the same damn time.
Yeah.
It was the World Cup qualifiers. As you know, in Africa, 5 countries eventually will get to the World Cup in Qatar. But we have 3 rounds. So they have like a preliminary round, we have a group stage round, and then there is a knockout phase round.
Yeah.
Is it called the knockout phase round? The playoff phase
round.
The playoff phase round. And then, so you go in these preliminaries to take you into a group. And then you have to win. There's 10 groups. You have to win your group. So it means you have to finish in position 1. Not second, not third, 1. Then you go into the playoff phase. That is 5 games. And the winner of each game goes to the World Cup.
Yep.
As you all will know, by the time you're watching this, we are not going to the World Cup.
We are not. But
did I look up hotel and flight prices?
We did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed. People are actually telling me, oh no, but we still have playoff phase if we get out of the group. I'm like, I don't care what you are saying to me.
Anything can happen in those games, fam.
Anything can happen.
And the way we were playing, Star Boys were doing the things over there. But I mean, we're out.
We are out.
Are you sad?
I am sad. Also, I woke up today, and I'm probably going to wake up every day this week choosing violence because I think I incited the violence. And people on the socials want to at me, and I'm ready to throw hands, guys. I'm coming with the facts for you about why you are wrong. But let's backtrack. We went into the international break. Bafana Bafana hosted Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Prior to that, it was the Ethiopia game, and Ghana was hosted also in South Africa.
In South Africa, yeah.
Because it couldn't be hosted in Ethiopia, and Ghana were upset about that.
So they had to fly down south.
And that game ended in a draw.
1-1.
Yes.
Yeah. So they did us a favor, Ethiopia.
Ethiopia did us a big up to Ethiopia. Okay. So that was the 5th game. That was game 5.
Yeah, so that put Ghana level on points with South Africa, 10 points each.
Yeah, 10 points each. And they played earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And then South Africa hosted Zimbabwe in the evening. We won 1-0.
We did.
We were up.
3 points.
As a nation.
Right.
Guys, 100's here. We were on 200.
Above it.
We were way above. Booking flights. Trying to Google 10 things to do in Qatar during the World Cup. And that's what we were doing.
How much is a camel ride?
Yeah, so the game ended 1-0.
The side that he put on in that game was...
attacking side.
A very attacking, very dominant side. Even in his post-match, he even said it was a very attacking side, but the problem was we just couldn't get the goals.
Couldn't get the
goals.
And
we didn't understand why we couldn't get the goals. I think he said that after getting that first goal, because we did score, I think, pretty early in the game.
It was Keegan Dolly assist and a Teboho Mokoena finish. And it was just beautiful.
And it was crisp. It wasn't like a sloppy goal.
It was crisp.
It was like a team goal, out wide, played into the box, net. But then afterwards, I think the boys just... maybe they just got a bit complacent, like say days ago, something just happened.
Was it just confidence thinking that you're going to beat Ghana?
That too, but they just dropped the intensity and then, we ended up winning 1-0. All that mattered was the 3 points, but I think we would have liked more goals going into that match.
There were a lot of permutations, there were a lot of goal permutations. Yeah. And I think everyone was confident that we were going to beat Zimbabwe, even though we did not beat them in the first leg.
Yeah.
But it was, we need to score goals, and we didn't. I think the takeout out of that game was Mr. Hugo Bruce called back Percy Tau and Keegan Dolly. And Keegan Dolly proved a point.
He did prove the points. I mean, it did show that we did need a lot of much needed experience within the team. And I mean, those two players especially have that creativity. They have that thing compared to... I mean, the youngsters do have the potential to do it, but I mean, now you're playing with the finished product. You're playing with guys who have been in that setup, played games, big games under pressure, and they proved it.
I think Percy Tau in that Zim game wasn't the best.
Was a bit MIA, can't lie.
Was a lot MIA. Yeah. But then Keegan Dolly was the guy, and I understand why you are out here saying that he is the best South African footballer.
Best South African footballer right now.
So, that's how the story went. We beat Zim 1-0. South Africa were up.
3 points up.
13 points. SA, 10 points. Ghana, we up. We're about to get into the playoff phase. All we need to do is draw to Ghana.
Get a point.
Yeah, get a point.
Get a point.
Get a point at minimum.
Yeah.
Just don't lose.
And then?
And then we lost.
We lost. Are we sad though that we lost?
I'm a little bit sad.
I think a little bit sad is the right emotion to feel.
Yes.
Because naturally, we are winners.
Yes.
Just as people.
Yes.
Nobody likes to lose. It's kind of weird if you were like, oh my word, we lost.
No one celebrates that.
But the performance is commendable.
For the whole qualifier.
Qualifiers, especially under Coach Bruce.
Yes.
I think Bafana's performances in the games under Coach Bruce have been so commendable to the point where I think that was his first loss, especially, with the Bafana setup. And I think I see the vision, and I think even though we did get knocked out of the World Cup, the boys did us proud.
Holistically, we have to look, because I think when you say Bafana's performance, people are going to pinpoint the last game against Ghana.
Yeah, and it's not. Right. You
have to look at the entire setup, how Hugo Bruce came in and said, these are the players I want.
Yeah.
And he picked the best players across the PSL and outside South Africa.
People doubted him at first.
I think there can be an argument for the lack in proper development in South African football, considering the history of the country and the game in South Africa in comparison to other sporting codes. Okay? I think we have an argument for that, right? But a World Cup qualifier, which falls under the FIFA umbrella, in partnership with CAF, it should not be that shocking.
It should not be that shocking in terms of officiating. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to excuse officiating because, I mean, these are the people who control the game at the end of the day. For 90 minutes, you have a job, call the game right, you know. And from what we watched in that game, it was poor.
It was
very poor. I think the players didn't let us down, you know, especially going to Ghana, playing in Ghana. And that crowd was vibing out, fam. I think any team throughout the world, even the top-ranked teams, you know, in FIFA, if they had to go to Ghana and play in an atmosphere like that, you know, it's basically your whole tournament on the line.
Yes.
You know, it's going to be hard for you to get a result. And the boys did a very good job. But I think at the end of the day, as we said, the ref let us down.
I do think the ref let us down. So, the game, it was no up until the ref called a pen. Andrew Ayew.
Like at the end of the first half also, like 30 minutes or so. Andrew
Ayew steps up, nets a pen.
Yeah.
You can't be surprised as well.
You can't. I mean, if you give Ayew a penalty in the box, you know, he's been there, he's done that, he's played at the highest level before. You know, that's his thing.
And was that a pin?
It wasn't a pin. It wasn't a pin. It was literally.
Rushin did this.
And then the guy went like that.
Basically.
Right.
He might not, it might have been a ghost touch.
Right. A phantom touch. Phantom touch.
And my man went down and they got awarded a pin. Then, and I promise you guys, not because I'm a Bafana Bafana delusional fan, but I swear that this ref was against us the entire game. He was just blowing against Bafana Bafana. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there is bribery happening in football, but I know if there was, South Africa didn't send the e-wallet in time.
They didn't send that brown envelope.
We didn't get the brown envelope there in time.
I have no words anymore to speak on it. I think also just, you know, you wake up the morning, then you stay afterwards, and you just think to yourself, like, that is football.
Yeah.
You know? Calls get given to you, calls get given against you. Everybody knows how the cookie crumbles. Everybody knows, you know, that is the story of football. That's why we watch it, the drama, everything that happens. It's just not nice when it happens to you. But again, yeah.
I don't like you being a rational supporter. All I know is that SAFA are lodging a complaint.
They should.
They have.
Yeah.
Or they are in the process of lodging a complaint against the ref with both CAF and FIFA because it was unfair. Like when you look at that log table, we are both sitting on 13 points. Now, if a lot of you that have watched the game or caught highlights or have just been keeping up like on our socials of what's happening,
woke up and like South Africa out.
How did that happen? Know? And then you look at the table and then you're like, but they're on 13 and we're on 13.
And we're on the same goal difference, you know, so how does this football thing work?
So they look at your table and they go, first position, well, you get ranked.
Yeah, it's a position.
First position, well,
based on
position,
points.
yeah, it's based on points.
Yeah.
But now if you have equal points, the next metric they look at is your goal difference.
Yes.
And goal difference is?
What, ours for like?
We had the same goal difference with Ghana. It was 4.
So it was 6 and 6.
Was it? No, it was 4 and 4. Was it 6 and 6?
I think it was 6 and 6.
Okay.
6 and 6, anything, it was the same.
It was the same.
Right.
Goal difference was the same. So then the next metric they look after that because, so what they don't look at for these qualifiers are head to head. So normally in a lot of like leagues and a lot of other competitions, I go, okay, well, same goal difference, same points. When these two teams played each other, like what was the head to head? Did one team beat them twice or something?
Which is what we do in AFCON.
Yeah, which is what we do. They don't do that yet. They look at goals scored. So which team scored the most goals? Ghana scored 7 goals. Bafana scored 6. So
we got knocked out of 1 goal.
That frustrates me. I don't agree with that metric. I feel as if the game should just be replayed. If you win a game 1-0, scoring 1 goal, or if you win a game scoring 3 goals, you still get 3 points and you win. Right?
Okay.
So why must you not look at goals scored? Because what if you played 1-0 and you played like a tough team and the other team went 3-0 and they played like not a tough team and they had the opportunity to score 3 goals?
Okay, but in this situation, we all played the same teams.
Yeah,
the group is made of 4 teams. We all had the opportunity to play the same teams. Ghana decided to beat other teams with more goals and we couldn't do that. You know,
yes,
so
but you're still winning though.
You're still winning, yes, but I mean, they proved to be the better team on the day and could score more goals against the team. I think you can't. I hear you out on that, but I got to disagree with it because Bafana as a camp knew You know, there's people within the camp that know the rules.
No, we know the rules, but I don't agree with the rules.
You don't have to agree with it, but I mean, the rules are the rules. And all we can do is probably just be like, yes, it should change, and, you know, there should be different ways in doing it. I just think that it should be, what's the word?
Standard?
A standard, you know, because, like, you can't have situations where now CAF has its own tournament in AFCON.
Yeah.
And now we're going head-to-head. You know? And then now we're playing FIFA, and then that's just goal difference, goal score. So, like,
I don't agree with it. Like, if I'm going through the first metric, which is points, and they're the same, and now I'm going to a second metric, which is goal difference, which in itself is how many goals you scored versus how many goals you conceded, which gives you a metric, that's fine. But now to go and look specifically at goals scored, why then not look at goals conceded?
True. That's what I was thinking just now as you were talking about it. I mean,
because technically goal difference accounts for goals scored and goals conceded as a metric as one. So now you're breaking up that individual metric and picking that goals scored is the one that I want to. Why not look at goals conceded?
You keeping clean sheets in a tournament and in qualifiers,
and you're just winning 1-0 still.
You know, and some people could say it's harder to actually keep a clean sheet than actually score goals in that day, because defense is probably harder than attacking, spoken like a true defender. But yeah,
my heart was broken, guys, when I saw Rushin Derek.
Yeah,
he was inconsolable.
Inconsolable.
Actually, the whole team was.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever seen that much emotion from losing a Bafana game from the team.
It showed that the players really wanted it.
And he can't blame himself. I hope he went home, had a good shower, got a hug from his mom or dad or dog or girlfriend or wife or whatever, or from a friend. Just someone hugged him, because
he'd be like, it's fine.
My guy, I think there's so much there as a defender, as an individual player, but then again, like holistically as a team, with such a young team, to go forward and build on something.
And they got many more appearances to do in the future, you know. And the way they're playing, it's very promising, you know. And I mean, to see somebody that inconsolable at the end of the game, it isn't nice, right? But I mean, you can't put the blame all on yourself, you know.
Cheers, guys.
We win as a team, we lose as a team. We win as a country, we lose as a country, you know. And yeah, I just...
Chest pains.
I
still have chest pains.
Yeah.
But Bafana are out, basically. We went all the way around just to tell you, Bafana out.
Yeah.
Karlan brought a globe. We are not going. Where?
Qatar.
That we're not going to be there. It's fine, guys. It's okay. But there will be 5 African countries that will eventually get to the
World Cup.
And
that's exciting.
That is exciting. Yeah. I hope to live long enough to see the day an African country actually wins a FIFA World Cup. We have the continent homes the best footballer currently in the world.
Right.
Personal opinion?
Not personal opinion. That's objective.
Is that objective?
That is objective.
Okay. Objectively, the best footballer
in the world
right
is from
now
Africa.
Is from Africa. And there are lots of other great African... All-time greats that are currently in the prime of their career playing from the continent. So at the time of recording this episode for you guys, these are the African teams that have won their group stages and have qualified for the playoff phase. Senegal, Mali, Ghana, Egypt, Morocco, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Interesting fact, if they make it out of their playoff phase, Congo, this will only be the second time that they've gone to a FIFA World Cup. The first time they went was in 1974 when they were still called Zaire. Zaire.
I mean, you like to hear stories like that too, you know? Yes, South Africa didn't win, but I mean, there's a lot of other stories for African countries going to the World Cup, and it's exciting, you know? As a continent, we got to support all the other teams. Yes, it might not be nice that we're not there.
100%.
But, you know, we love to see the African team doing well.
And you look at the teams going through, and it's like literally no surprise. West Africa, North African teams.
Countries who have historically always done well.
In the AFCON, qualifying for a World Cup, doing well in a World Cup. We can't be surprised. But, guys, our time will come.
Our time will come.
So... don't give up yet, because there's still a lot of African football to support. Although we are South African, we are African first. So, guys, the day is coming when Africa wins a World Cup. It's coming very soon. We hosted one. Now it's time for us to win one. Not too sure which country would win one
It
actually.
will happen soon, within our lifetime.
Let's keep it moving. We move, we pick ourselves up. We move out of an international break into the DStv Prem, which is back this weekend. There are a lot of games to look forward to. But before we run through some of the must-see games potentially this weekend, Gavin Hunt.
Don't laugh, man.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Don't laugh, man. Uncle Gavin is...
Why are you laughing? They're laughing. You laughing. You're watching this and you laughing. Stop laughing.
Uncle Gavin is in deep water right now, fam. What do you mean? Hot water.
So he's been suspended
Yes.
by Chippa United because of his losing streak.
I've never heard of a manager being suspended before. So suspended for losing, especially. What does that mean?
But it's on brand for Chippa. Because the owner of Chippa United is always out here just being like, you didn't win, fired.
Yeah, right. And I mean,
You're fired.
as we did say, time was ticking, and I guess the bell has rung.
It has rung very loud for Uncle Gavin. Uncle Gav.
Uncle Gav.
Don't actually know what happens for him going forward.
Yeah.
Also, is it sad news that this, so Kikana, also known as KK from Mamelodi Sundowns, he had a career that spanned over 10 years at one club. He has over 350 caps for Sundowns. They have parted ways.
I mean, he's not retired.
No, he's not retired.
Still, just he's in the league.
No, it's like being married to one person for your entire life, and then when you get to 65, you realize actually
she's not the one.
She's not the one.
Right.
I want to do other things. I want to see other people. That's essentially what has happened here.
And it's always exciting.
I don't know how, but that's what's up. So yeah, Sundowns are losing. I have a feeling that he might end up at a PSL club if he continues his career.
Definitely.
Maybe a Sekou Kune.
With Willard. Yeah.
Seems like
I also had that finesse. You said that.
Yeah. And talking about Sekou Kune, they are actually playing Roller M over the weekend. This is going to be a big game. Sekou Kune are currently 5th on the log. Roller M are 4th. They have
the new clubs.
They have been surprising this PSL season. Surprising performances, surprising wins. They're in the top 8.
I guess this is beef from last season, from the Glad Africa Championship, because remember the whole appeal and awarding of trophies and stuff between the two clubs. So yeah, it's like a grudge match, basically.
Who's your money on?
Sekou Kune.
100%.
Yeah.
No. I was going to say yes to Sekou Kune, then I realized Roller M is from KZN and I have to support Roller M.
She got caught out.
I nearly got caught slipping, but you will never catch me slipping. Stellenbosch, still 2nd on the log. They are playing Coach Benny and the boys. AmaZulu, who are sitting 8th on the log. Money on?
I'm going to sip my wine, put money on Stellenbosch.
Because they're unbeaten.
I love to see an unbeaten streak.
You just love to see Coach Benny lose.
No, I don't. That man's a legend.
He is a legend.
Yes.
And I think you need to stop putting respect on his name, Karlan.
I have. Don't worry about it.
As a coach.
Soon come.
Soon come. Baraka FC are playing Chippa United, but Chippa are without Malum Gavin.
That's an L.
Might be another L. Maritzburg United Chiefs.
Chiefs.
It's going to be a tough one.
Easy
It's going to be
game.
tough though.
Star boys in form. I think the boys are performing.
Can you guys perform on a hot day in Maritzburg during a December summer?
Especially after the Soweto Derby win. It's coming. Don't worry about it.
Is it a Keegan Dolly on form?
Yes.
Okay, fine. And I think the biggest game, well, not the biggest game, but a game to look forward to is Cape Town City versus Mamelodi Sundowns. The last time they actually played each other in the cup.
Yeah.
Sundowns got the better of Cape Town City. Also, it could be a grudge match, revenge match.
I think Sundowns just has too much though.
Too much sauce.
Yeah.
Can something be too saucy though?
Yeah, sometimes you can have a bit too much on the chips,
It's too dripping.
You're just like, it's too
Do you
much.
think Sundowns?
You got it all over
But
you.
is it too bad for Sundowns to be that saucy?
I don't think in their case, nah. You can never have too much sauce.
Never at all. Never at all. Guys, come through, drop a comment below on the video. Let us know your feelings about Bafana Bafana, and will Coach Hugo stay with us?
Hopefully.
For a long run. Thoughts on the youngsters? Is Keegan Dolly the best South African player right now?
Of course.
And with the upcoming fixtures, who is your money on? If you had to bet, who would you bet on? Sekou Kune or Royal AM? Will Chiefs be getting the better of Maritzburg United? And are Sundowns too saucy to get another W over Cape Town City? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will still be throwing hands at people who are coming up my team, Bafana Bafana, but it is what it is. It's all love. You know the vibes. Until next time. Bye.